अच्छा सुनो, सब्सक्राइब करते वक्त ना घंटी बजा देना, ताकि जब मैं ऑनलाइन आऊँ तो तुम्हारे फोन की भी घंटी बजे.
TEDx talk and created a work that keeps us laughing and craving for more.
She was also one of the esteemed personalities on a UN meet headed by President Obama. She was also declared as the viral queen of 2017.
So please join us in welcoming our Desi superwoman Prajakta Kohli, aka Mostly Sane.
Oh, there we go. Hello. Okay.
It's young India that's taking up the baton for new ideas and entrepreneurial startups.
And half of the Indian population is below the age of 25.
For guiding these young minds and aspiring entrepreneurs, Shreyans Jain started his own company, the Under 25 Club. So now we welcome moderator for the session, Mr. Shreyans Jain. And now we hand over the stage to our guests.
Thank you.
Hi. Oh,
check.
finally.
वो ट्रे में आया. I was like एक और ऑर्डर करेंगे. Like there's one more. We're just waiting for one more. Ladies and gentlemen, Prajakta Kohli. Can we have a huge round of applause?
Hi.
Hi Prajakta. How's
Hi,
it going?
Shreyans. It's going great. Loving it. How's it
It's-
going with you?
It's incredible.
We're gonna act like we didn't just spend the past half an hour chatting with you.
So Prajakta, we're going to keep this super casual, and just want to help you guys also understand the journey that Prajakta has been on. This is
And
going
in
to be
the
super
end,
fun.
we're gonna open it up to the audience, so
Yes.
that'll be fun.
Let's do it. So Prajakta, just to sort of get into this entire journey also, right? Like you've been doing what you've been doing for like fairly long now. It's
4
been
years
how long?
now.
It's been 4 years.
Hey, what date is it today?
It's 8th Feb.
8th. On the 10th of Feb, Parva, we hit 4 years of Mostly Sane.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's amazing. So you've been doing this for like almost 4 years now. And
Yeah.
obviously there are every single thing that you do with the channel, the kind of content that you put out. It can't be easy to think of something to do every single day. How has that journey been for you? I mean, especially you're creating the content that you do and every single day.
As long as content is concerned, I feel like I've always said this. I'm not a stand-up comedian, so I can't really just be like, haha, you know what? So if you watch my videos, you won't necessarily go back thinking, oh my God, that was a really funny joke. You'll go back thinking, oh my God, that happens to me. That's so funny, right? So all the content that comes out is always through experience. I haven't gotten to a place yet where I can write something I've not experienced, except Montu. Because
How many fans of Montu in the audience?
Yeah,
Guys,
so-
we're in college. I understand that, but please don't raise your hands. We make noise here, yeah?
Yeah.
How many fans of Montu here?
So Montu is the character of a younger brother of mine. I don't have any siblings. So that is something that's more fictional, but otherwise everything around it comes from experience. So I think I am that awkward creep sitting at cafes just staring at people कि कैसे खाता है, क्या कर रहा है, कैसे कर रहा है. It's just that. And I think that's how the content comes about. And as long as like consistency is concerned, I feel like I don't have an option there. Like it's not like डालना है video या नहीं डालना है. Should we do a video this week or not? It's not a question of that. It's just what do we do this week. I think that is what helps me. So there are times when I know the content is not great, but in my head, I'd rather put out bad content than no content.
And that's interesting, right? When you think about it, there are a lot of creators out there who are not looking at it like this. They're saying कि we will create content when that strike of genius comes. उस time मैं video डालेगा. You are also coming from a place of consistency in that sense and saying, no, that's not an option. I will do it. What I want to understand is, in this journey of doing this for the last 4 years, has that ever been challenging in the sense of, I'm not happy with what is going out, and is that like a problem from within? Like, is this like a self-realization type problem?
I face a block very often. Like very often I get to a place जहाँ पे दिमाग नहीं चल रहा है कि नहीं समझ में आ रहा है क्या करना है. The ideas that I'm writing are not pleasing. But I've realized that, you know, every time that challenge, so पहले ऐसे होता था कि every time I faced that challenge, what I did was I would stop working. I'd be like, okay, let's go for a movie. You know, let's go meet friends. Let's do that. And then I realized that every time I took a break from working, especially at a time like that, I would just fall further back in my head. कि अगर if I had reached from A to B, I would fall behind A also. कि कुछ समझ में नहीं आ रहा है कहाँ से शुरुआत करूँ. That's when I realized, you know, every time I face a challenge, I'd rather put out, like I said, I'd rather put out bad content than no content. So I feel like I'll get over the whole bullshit content phase first, and then I can go to a better place where there's good trending content. By the way, our video is trending on #1 today, guys. Trust me, I checked like thrice. You're like, हो ही नहीं सकता. Branded video है, हो ही नहीं सकता. But happened.
Amazing. And Prajakta, just from the angle of not just YouTube and social media platforms in general, right? The big issue today is the amount of hate that exists on these platforms. Also, of course, a lot of love exists, and the love is like great. But I think it's very important to also address the fact that there are people who say what they want to say because they're in the virtual space.
Yeah, because they know no one's ever going to do anything to them physically.
Right.
You know, they are very safe behind. Did you see the lisp there? Can you see that? Guys, I bit my tongue really badly yesterday. Now I have a lisp. Enjoy. But there's, these people that they think they're very safe behind their usernames. Ki, क्या करने वाला है, कोई क्या बोलने वाला है. And the funny part is, these haters hate on you. Until you, like, there have been so many times when, so there was this one girl who kept hating on every video, every Instagram picture. And I genuinely felt bad. I was like, not for me, for her. And I was like, kya ho gaya? You want to talk about it? What's wrong? You know, I thought I should help her. The minute I replied, she was like, oh my God, Prajakta, I'm a huge fan. I'm like, what? I was like, you know, listen, you have issues. So I feel like these people have issues. But as long as hate is concerned, I don't want to sound very like, you know, it doesn't bother me. But more than it bothers me, I like it. I'll tell you why. First of all, it's really funny. Okay, things that people write when they are angry for no apparent reason are funny. Like, they'll hate on the most nonsensical things. Like, they'll tell me, ew, you can't even do comedy, your nose is so big. And I'm like, I don't get it, you know? So first, it's funny. Second, it's great engagement. Like, one hater comments, then I have to sit with my popcorn. Because then a lot of love comments will come, and there's a whole army fighting him, and then he deletes his account, and then he makes another account, and then makes again a hate comment. So all of that is very entertaining to me. Right. 3, I use it for content. So many, like Garibo Ki Superwoman is something that I've been hearing for a long time, and I used it in so many of my videos. मैंने कहा, listen, तू hate कर रहा है, मैं उसका content बना रही हूँ, पैसे मैं कमा रही हूँ, कौन जीता? So, so मैंने कहा, कर ले भाई, तेरे को भी खुशी मिल रही है, मेरे को पैसे मिल रहे हैं. So, a lot of these, also they are very loyal. They'll come under every video. Like, कई बार ऐसे होता है कि, and I know these people, right? So when someone comments something so obnoxious all the time, you know these people, you know the usernames, you know the profile pictures. So कई बार I feel like, क्या हो गया यार, इस वीडियो के नीचे आया नहीं, तभी तो ठीक है, you know? So with hate, I feel like the minute I reply to hate, I'll give them the validity that they clearly don't deserve. Yeah. So I just watch.
The reason why I brought up this specific question is there are so many students sitting in the audience. I mean, there are only students sitting in the audience. But
no, there's also Saurav. He passed out a
Hi,
long time ago.
So the reason why I brought this up is because we're all citizens of the internet. We're all going online and saying things that we come from a place of, we have a voice there. And it's very important that our voice is showcasing love, you know, like, because it's a space where you can say whatever you want, and why isn't that supposed to be love, right? And if every single student here becomes responsible of what they're putting out, I think internet will just be a more friendly place that there is. And
along with what they're putting out, also what they're consuming.
Right.
That makes a huge difference. You don't only have to be responsible content creators, you also have to be responsible consumers.
No, that's the thing, right? Like, consumption of content, dissipation of it, all of it, I think, adds up to you becoming a citizen of the internet, which is important.
Because so, if you look at all the clickbait, if you look at all the content that's not good for us, which is going obviously viral because of you and me. Because we choose to click on that thumbnail, because we choose to consume that content. उसके बाद भले ही हमारा reaction हो कि ये क्या बकवास थी यार, but you watched it, you gave it your time. You gave it a lot of energy to get past. That's how the social network works, right? One person watches, and then that video turns up in like 200 different feeds. That's how a video goes viral. So I feel like more than just being responsible creators, you have to be very, very responsible consumers.
And if there was one thing that you would tell the audience here of before they are planning to put out any form of hate or put out their opinion, rather, what is the one thing that you think that they should keep in their mind from today onwards? Is there something that you'd like to tell them in that sense?
First of all, if it's hate, then you're clearly not thinking. Why would you hate? You know, if there's something that you like, you send love. If there's something that you don't like, you either don't waste your time on it or you give constructive criticism. Hate is not an option. So I don't know what to tell someone who's about to hate. Don't hate.
This is a very interesting point, right? This happened recently, and this is a great story. While we were putting together the Under 25 summit, one of the speakers that we met, and we had a conversation about this thing specifically. And what happened then was, the person who is going to tell you that, hey man, you suck. Like if he tells you that in front of your face, and he says, hey man, you suck, it makes you feel something. What happens online is if somebody says, hey man, you suck, your brain processes it the same way. Even though that's not true.
Yeah.
Your brain will process somebody virtually telling you that you suck versus somebody telling you that in person.
In person.
Your brain processes it the same way. But it's not true because the person who's saying this online is saying it because they just can. They're like, मतलब attention मिल जाएगा.
मेरे को एक तो ये
Possibly.
समझ में नहीं आता है concept.
It's
It's very difficult for me to understand. Like I feel like some way down, we are heading to a time where there'll be labs to study haters. There'll be a specimen kept, कि चल गाली दे. And then they'll measure his brain waves, कि what is wrong in him, Because don't you think so? When we are having normal conversations, do you suddenly go, you know what, Shreyans, I really like that shirt, but it sucks on you. You don't do that, right? It's a very normal thing. And that's how I learned the difference between hate and criticism. That's a great shirt, by the way.
Thank you.
But for example, like if I am a hater, I'll say that shirt sucks. You look ugly. If I'm giving criticism, I'll say, you know what, Shreyans, I think the shirt you were wearing last week was a little better than this one. Try doing something more like that.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think as creators, we should really differentiate between these two things and not discard criticism as hate.
Right. And actually, now moving on to more happier things, which is this needed a dressel, and I think that every student today needs to know about this. But guys, like Prajakta is on the 30 under 30 list. Can we please have a huge round of applause?
Thank
for
you.
Like, how does it feel to get that sort of? I understand that this credibility is comes second to a whole lot of things, but how does that feel that Forbes is actually recognizing what you're up to?
I think I stopped feeling a lot of things in my head when it came to YouTube like a year ago. There's a burp stuck somewhere. There we go. Sorry about that, guys. I remember last year when we so Creators for Change जो होता है, which is a global program, उसके लिए जब we got an invite, so they send you not an invite, they send you a form that you have to fill out and you have to put in your application. Imagine like thousands of creators get that form and then they fill in an application and then there's like a long process and then you get selected. So when I was filling that application, I was like, that's not gonna happen. But I submitted it anyway and it happened. When the UN thing happened, I got a call from YouTube. They were like, okay, so this is happening. I was like, sure. Funny. But then that happened. Then the Forbes thing happened when Parul from our PR team came to me. She's like, Prajakta, you're going to be in the Forbes 30. And then I was like, sure. Thanks. So I feel like, with the numbers growing, with the reach growing, with the responsibility growing, I have reached a place in my head where every time we sort of cross a milestone, I have like a mini party in my head where I'm like, ee! And then I'm like, okay, chalo kaam pe lag jao. Because it's just, I don't know how to process it yet. Like I know sometime, any day now, I'm going to flip about my first million. I still haven't reacted to that. Like मेरे team ने वो कर लिया, party हो गई, everyone had a few beverages. And then after that, it vanished. And now everyone's great. They're like, yeah, 3 million. I'm like, but 1 million. You know? So I feel like I'm very numb about all of this. I'm very grateful. Yeah. I'm very, very happy about it. My parents are mad. My dad went and picked up every copy on the stands because he wanted to send it to all his friends outside of India who don't get Forbes India. Yeah. I was like, Dad, there's something called an e-magazine. He was like, yeah, but you know, it's something else to just like... So all of that has been happening. They've been flipping. My team has been super supportive. My friends are going mad and I'm just sitting here like, what? So I don't know. It hasn't hit me yet.
And when something like this happens, right, I'm just curious to know, over the last year, what is the one thing that you look back at and you're like, this one thing, totally a highlight. Like this, I'm going to take to my grave. I'm going to be like, I'm going to like die a happy person.
So in September of 2017, I remember I was in Singapore with my sister because she was getting married in December. So we took a little trip to bitch about her in-laws. No, that joke just bombed and how they were like, crickets. Anyway, so wahan pe when I went there, I realized that my channel was not working. After I put out Shameless on the channel, Shameless worked and then uske baad every video stopped working. And I was okay with it. That's when I sort of discarded even criticism as hate. I could see that my viewers are telling me कि प्राजक्ता मजा नहीं आ रहा है, but I was like, हट, hater है, नहीं सुनूंगी. So, अच्छा, this you laugh on, very nice. God damn it. I think 4 or 5 months into that, I realized कि I'm not having fun. मेरे से हो नहीं पा रहा है. I don't want to do this. So I remember I was in Singapore and I was like, when I come back, I'm going to sit with the team and I'm going to tell them कि okay guys, we had a great run, but I can't do this anymore, so I'm shutting the channel. I was completely sure. I was going to meet the team on a Friday or a Saturday. उससे पहले Thursday आया. So मैंने कहा यार miss नहीं करना है Thursday video. I had the script lying around for like a good 2 months called Every Family WhatsApp Group. But I kept pushing it because it was a very tough shoot. But I was like, chalo, let's do it. And I shot that video and that video shot up. And then the video after that, and then the video after that. And luckily I never had that meeting with the team and the channel's still up. But now when I look back, I'm really, really grateful that I made that video. Otherwise, mostly scene would not be a thing right now.
ये सारे जो conferences में हम लोग जाते हैं ना, one of the questions that you'll always get is, what are the kind of challenges you faced? Okay. Now, I don't want to ask you that.
Oh, thank God.
What I want to, I mean, that would have been such an anticlimax.
Yeah.
It's like, सारे conferences में पूछते हैं, मैं भी पूछेगा. Like, that would have been strange. But what I want to know is, what is the challenge that you have not faced yet and would be excited about? It's like, this is something that I haven't done yet. I'd love to figure out a way to do it. This would be a challenge that I'd like solving.
It's not something I'm looking forward to, but it's also a fear and it's a constant reality check. So I work with a team who has been doing this for quite, you know them, you know Wondershul, you know everyone there, who knows their shit, okay? They know exactly what they're doing. They've seen people do things. So Gurpreet Singh, who's the owner of Wondershul, one thing he always tells me is, Prajakta, sabki success story alag hoti hai. Struggle सबका अलग होता है, जर्नी सबकी अलग होती है, बट सबकी फॉल डाउन स्टोरी एक ही होती है कि दिमाग में हवा चली गई. And that line has stuck with me, and how. So that is a challenge. It's not a challenge, it's a fear, it's a constant fear that I have every day of my life, which serves as my reality check every day. So I don't know if it's a challenge I'm going through every day, but I think that comes closest to what you're asking.
Yeah,
Does it?
Yeah, it does. It does. No, because I think it's out of curiosity, right? It's like there are challenges that you face, that you have faced, and there are challenges that you know you will overcome. That is, they're slightly lying in the future.
I feel like for real, it'll only be content creation. You know, because my audience is growing, not just in numbers, but also in age. You know, the people who subscribed to me 4 years ago are 4 years older now. Yes. Plus, there are now new people who are 4 years younger to what the new audience. So I feel like there's a very different mix of audience happening, and understanding them, finding a common chord there. So like constant trial and error, I think, is a challenge that's going to stay with me for as long as I keep creating content.
And while you're creating the content that you are, and what is the one thing that you like to do, which is your downtime? Because everybody, by the way, and this is across the industry, across all of our friends who are creating content, everybody says Prajakta is working 24/7. Like, she is always working. She's extremely
By everybody, you
hardworking.
mean Viraj and Ranveer.
More importantly. But like, here's the thing, right? It's true. Like, a lot of people are saying that you're working extremely hard, and that you know that is true. You're taking flights every other day of the week also to be places that you need to be at. There are things that you know you can miss, but you're not. It's hard work, right? When that is the situation, what is your downtime? Like, what do you do to just chill? आज मुझे ये नहीं करना है तो मैं ये करूँगा. I'll feel better.
There are two things. One is just plop myself in my room. And my parents know when that is happening. Well, they'll not enter my room all day. She won't ask me for food. She won't see if I've woken up. I'll get up. I'll go about my business, not talk to anybody, not take any phone calls. Actually, no, that's not true. I take phone calls. But like, just sit, just plop in bed watching whatever it is. They're like watching cheesy romantic movies. And number two is travel. Not for work, but to like a new place, see new cities. I am completely in love with Europe. I feel like these days I'm just working for Europe. When I'm like, okay, I'll do this and I'll do this and then I'll go to Europe. So just travel, I think. Travel and then vegetating myself in bed.
And I'm sorry, I'm going all over, ठीक है?
Yeah.
मतलब I don't have like a
That's fine.
ये यहाँ पर शुरू होगा और यहाँ
But
खत्म होगा.
we're together, guys. We're on
Yeah.
this.
Awesome.
Okay.
I'm not sure about that, but
Yeah, me
it's
neither.
like, guys, like, are we together on this? Okay.
There we go. That's a little more convincing.
So one of the things that I'm trying to understand overall is a lot of people in the content creation space, a lot of people who are trying to create content every day, they have very different, like you said, very different challenges.
Yeah.
They have their own challenges.
Yeah.
The business of content, though, actually building a business around a YouTube channel is something that I'm sure like a lot of students also want to understand, which is, hey, I know I can create content,
But how do I
इसमें-
make money?
Yes, इसमें पैसा कैसे बनेगा? And everybody has that issue. How do you think about that from a business space?
So there's a lot of myths around how to earn money on YouTube. Let me just break that first. पहली बात तो एक व्यू पे $1 मिलता नहीं है. मेरे पास 300 मिलियन डॉलर्स नहीं है. सेकेंड ऑफ ऑल, एक सब्सक्रिप्शन पे भी $1 मिलता नहीं है. How YouTube money making works is, so there's two ways of earning money on YouTube. One is through the AdSense, that's the YouTube revenue, and the other is through my tongue is so dead right now. And the other is through brand collaborations. So how AdSense works is, it's basically like a stock market, where stock market, is that the right? No, it's not. Thanks, Saurav. It's like an auction. There we go. Where a brand comes and a brand has so much money and they say, okay, I want to put this much money on Shreyans's channel, I want to put this much money on Prajakta's channel. And every time you view a video, there's an ad that gets played which you should not skip. Do not skip ads. जनित में जारी, यूट्यूबर्स के पेट पे लात ना मारे, 12 सेकंड में तुम्हारा कुछ नहीं जा रहा. ठीक है? So if you skip our ads, we earn a little less money. If you don't skip it, we earn all the money. Every time an ad is viewed, a certain amount of money is credited to YouTube. YouTube gives you half of it because it was on your channel. So that is why all the money that can be made is through views. Every time an ad is viewed, every time you make money. Why we stress on subscriptions is because subscriptions give your channel that credibility, right? And brand collabs, again, brands have made a major shift from movies and TV to digital. You'll see that. And brands have big pockets. Now, for example, if like Red Bull had to make a TV commercial, they would have to pay the actors, they would have to pay the crew, they would have to pay like production, post-production, marketing, sales, all of that. That's a lot of money. Instead, Red Bull could just take all that money and give it to me, which I really think Red Bull should. Uh, and I will take care of content creation. I'll take care of production. I'll take care of pushing it on my social media handles. So that's your production, post-production, marketing, sales, PR, everything is taken care of. So it's like a whole package when it comes to you or other digital platforms, which is why now brands have big pockets. So that's another very good way of earning money on YouTube.
Right. And
It is a financially stable platform, but if you think कि शुरू होते ही कुछ हो जाएगा, no, it takes a long time to set the ball rolling. I've been doing YouTube for 4 years, and I think I started making good, substantial amounts only in the past year and a half.
And this was primarily because of brand collaborations?
No. So it started with YouTube. One thing we consciously did, which is why I trust my team completely, is the one thing they told me in the beginning was कि प्राजक्ता अभी ना पैसे पे ध्यान नहीं देना है. अभी content पे ध्यान देना है ताकि we reach a point where we can quote monies instead of the brand quoting monies to us. Which I think is genius. कि पहले 2.5 साल मैंने भले ही कोई पैसे नहीं कमाए, but then because I made consistent content and I reached to a place where I'm like, okay, now let's have a different conversation.
Yeah.
I feel like that was a very good approach when it comes to making money.
Right. And this, like the thing that you just said, right? 2.5 saal, you did what you did and you weren't earning any money. You were making content off social media platforms. What did your parents have to say about that?
So I'll tell you this, man. I completely lucked out in the people department in my life. I remember when I went to... First of all, my mom and my dad are over-enthusiastic about everything in life. So my dad, you meet my dad at any point of time, he has like a few lame jokes to crack. He has things to say. So many times my dad enters the room just like in a jig. You know, ki, hey, what's up? How's it going? You know? So a lot of energy. My mom's a phonetics and language teacher. So she teaches a bunch of really noisy, annoying kids in my house. Do not tell her I said that. So also my dad is this, gym freak where he walks out twice a day. He has these big biceps and he's 55, doesn't even look close. So when I actually went to them and told them that, hey, you know what, I'm going to quit my radio job and start YouTube for a year. He said, why 1 year? Take 2 years. It's fine because it's not like we are dependent on you to feed us. मैं ठीक हूँ, तेरी मम्मा ठीक है, हम ये चला लेंगे, तुमने जो करना है तुम करो. And I think for someone who had a plan working all her life and then suddenly she quit that plan and went to something so new and completely alienating, listening to this from your parents is like the biggest blessing. Yeah. So in that department, I completely lucked out, yeah. My parents, my sister, my friends, my team, touch wood, I guess. I think that department, so my parents were chill. They were okay. They were like, हाँ ठीक है चलो कोई बात नहीं.
And what do you say to parents who aren't chill? There are a lot of kids here who have aspirations, who want to be in alternative spaces. This is very ironical that I'm saying this in an engineering college, but...
it's also #relatable, so...
Yeah, it is relatable. It is true. People want to know if there are other pursuits that they're really passionate about. How do you convince your parents that this is the way I want to go?
I get this a lot. Because a lot of young people, young viewers of mine tell me about this. I feel like it's just something I think. It's not like the solution to things, but it's just something I think. Before you go and talk to your parents, explaining to them what your mindset is, why don't you take a step back and understand what their mindset is? Because they grew up in a time where becoming an engineer meant that you will do good in life. Becoming a doctor, becoming an architect is the way to have a settled life where you earn a good amount of money, where you have a sound, secure future. It is, imagine when I started YouTube, मुझे नहीं पता था मैं कैसे पैसे कमाऊंगी. So it's just stupid to expect कि मेरे parents समझ जाएंगे. Right. How to deal with this? I feel like show them results more than arguing with them about. For example, listen, मेरी ना बहुत सारी चीज़ों में अकल नहीं है, but I can speak about YouTube. Do we have any aspiring YouTubers in the house? Okay, so I'm talking to 6, 7 people, 8, 9. Whatever it is that your parents wanted you to do it, but start creating content, little bit content here and there. This universe is massive. It's not a very tough thing to break through because jitna content hai, utna consumption bhi hai. So you can put your content out. Give them something to hold on to. You know, jab tumhare haath mein kuch nahi hai, you can't expect your parents to understand that. I feel like more than speaking at them, try to speak to them about it. This might just help. Like when you have like a catalog to show कि सुनो मैं engineering भी कर रहा हूँ, लेकिन मैंने ये channel शुरू किया जिस पे 2000 subscribers आ गए हैं एक महीने में. अगर मैं इस पे थोड़ा और time दूंगा तो ये हो सकता है. फिर इसके बाद ये show them other YouTubers, show them what YouTubers are doing in life, and only do that if you are 100% sure that you want to do that. I think give them more to hang on to than just like saying कि मुझे नहीं करनी थी engineering, मुझे ये करना है, you know.
Right. And before we actually open this to audiences and we'll take questions from everybody, one of the last things that I want to know from you also is how important was this, because you single-handedly did this earlier and then you had a team around this eventually, how different were those two journeys and how important is the team?
So I've had the team around since day one. The team got me to YouTube. Okay. One Digital got me to YouTube. So they picked me up from radio and said, now you're going to make YouTube content. But yes, पहले मेरा ऐसा था कि नहीं मेरा content मैं ही लिखूंगी, मैं ही edit करूंगी, मैं ही shoot करूंगी, सब कुछ मैं ही करूंगी. And that's okay when you are sitting in your pajamas inside your house and your plan of action for the week is to make a video. Right. Eventually, luckily, fortunately for me, things started looking up and we was doing many more things. I started doing 2 videos a week, then now I do 3 videos a week and it gets a little out of hand. Also, मेरी उतनी समझ नहीं है. I have a very limited skill set. When it comes to content, I can learn and explore, but when it comes to PR, I don't know anything about it. When it comes to sales, I don't know how to talk to brands. I'll probably piss them off, you know. So I need more perspective. Mostly Sane deserves more perspective. The channel deserves more than one way of looking at content or marketing or sales or PR. Also, a lot of things are happening and I am slow, which is why I need, that is where Saurav comes in, where Saurav knows exactly how my day is going. Saurav tells me what to do. Sudeep is my sounding board. Sudeep is my friend / mother who takes care of, you know, everything. So I feel like eventually you do get to a place where you need more than one perspective towards your work. The reason my content got saturated even 2 years before was because I wasn't sharing it with anyone. Right. It was just, and ऐसे था कि it's just me thinking of something and making it. A lot of times that is not something you're going through. A lot of times that is not relatable and you won't know it until you have more than one person working on it.
That's so much insight. Guys, I don't know about you, but I've learned a whole lot on this conversation. Thank you so much for that, Prajakta.
Why not? Thank
you.
No,
I think one of the things that I am definitely going to take back is what GB said to you, which is जो होना है होने दो, पर ये चीज मतलब दिमाग में हवा.
यार पता है जब first million भी हुआ, जब UN भी हुआ, everything happened. We would come back to office. We would hug it out. First of all, I'm a crier. Okay, my reaction to every emotion is crying. If I'm happy, I'll cry. I'm angry, I'll cry. If I'm sad, I'll cry. I'm nervous. You surprise me. I get scared. I'll cry. That is just my reaction. Which is why now my team is like, what now? Like, should we hug you or should we console you? What's going on? But like, after all the crying and all also happens, there's one thing that the whole team says to each other, that good job, let's get to work. Because we are I am 100% aware of the fact, and I remind that to me every day, that the minute my content stops working, everything vanishes. Poof. Yeah. You know, the minute a viewer comes to me, meets me, and thinks कि यार YouTube पे तो ये इतनी अच्छी लगती है, मतलब जो भी है, हूँ मैं कि ये YouTube पे इतनी अच्छी लगती है, मिलने के बाद तो सड़ू है, I'm not gonna meet. Like that is the constant fear. That's one thing that always I have on my mind. So I'm very clear about this, that all of this is great. I appreciate it, but the minute my content stops working, the minute I start acting like peasants, you know, I lose it all. So I think that's why I need my team. They keep me mostly sane. That's my second mostly sane joke, guys. In 4 years. You don't have to give me pity claps. It's fine. I know it was bad.
No, but like we've used mostly sane twice. I've been there for both times. I'm sorry about the audios, but I'm very happy about this. So guys, like at this point, I think you have seen how chill this conversation is. We'd love for you guys to join in. If anybody has any questions, please feel free.
Can we just have the house lights so I can see your pretty faces? Okay. Can we have the house lights here? so I can see them. They were just chit-chatting amongst
that was
themselves.
completely ignored, you know. It's like,
No, I was talking to them.
oh, okay.
Yeah, they
I
were
thought you-
chit-chatting. They're like, कौन बुलाया इसको?
Oh, मैं सोचा you're talking there and they're like we don't know what you're
Hello,
saying.
ma'am. Over here.
Yes.
Hello, ma'am.
Hi, tell me your name so we'll know.
Aryan Gulati.
Sorry?
Aryan
Hi,
Gulati.
Aryan.
First of all, I'm a great fan of yours.
Thank you.
And I want to ask you if your team gets 10 hours to work. So how?
10 hours.
Yeah, just 10 hours to work. Then how do you divide your work? Like how much time you put in content, how much time you put in
It will be 10
marketing?
hours of the whole team going, ha! What to do? sorry, I'm sorry for interrupting you.
No.
Yeah.
Like in general, like how do you divide your 10 hours? Like how much time do you give on content? How much time on marketing? Going
For
on
one
social
video,
media?
no?
Yeah.
For one video.
Yeah.
Out of the 10 hours, I think the first hour will just be us panicking that we only have 10 hours. Then 2 hours we spend on ideation and scripting. Then 1 hour we eat. That's a very important process, guys. Then 1 hour we decide the shots, कि कैसे करना है, क्या करना है, and we go to the studio. 3 hours we shoot, and 2 hours we edit.
And marketing, like putting it up on the social media or
So
that part?
that is what, 5 minutes.
okay.
So we'll take 5 minutes off our first hour and put it there.
Okay, thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thanks, Aryan. Hey, that was a really interesting question, though. Nobody's asked me that before.
हॅलो
Hi,
मी शेषाद्री व्यास
Sorry?
शेषाद्री व्यास
Sheshadri.
येस
Hi.
मला एक प्रश्न विचारायचा
हा.
आहे की मोस्टली सेनवर येत्या काही काळात मराठी व्हिडिओ बघायला भेटेल का
तुला खरं सांगू मला खूप आवडेल मराठी व्हिडिओ करायला पण आय विल लूज आउट ऑन अ बिग चंक ऑफ ऑडियन्स आय टेल यू वाय त्यामुळे तू नोटीस करशील ऑल्दो आय बीन अडवाइज्ड अगेन्स्ट इट तू बघशील की मम्माचा कॅरेक्टर बाबाचा कॅरेक्टर एव्हरी वन इज मराठी ॲक्सेंट मराठी आहे मध्ये मध्ये मी मराठी बोलत असते कायम फुल मराठी व्हिडिओ एज मच एज आय वुड लाईक टू डू बिकॉज आय टेल यू वॉट कस इट इज हे बघ जे आपल्याबरोबर होतं जर मी ते मराठीत केलं देन इट इज रिलेटेबल अंडरस्टँडेबल ओनली टू यू अँड मी जेव्हा ते टॉपिक इज समथिंग दॅट इज रिलेटेबल टू एव्हरी वन सो वाय शुड द रेस्ट ऑफ द ऑडियन्स मिस आउट ऑन द कॉन्टेंट इज वॉट आय एम सेईंग यु नो पण ट्यूजडे व्हिडिओ करू शकतो मला किंवा सवाल सॅटर्डे करू शकतो मराठी.
एखादी व्हिडिओ बघायला भेटेल का
काय
एखादी व्हिडिओ
एखादी सवाल सॅटर्डे
थँक्यू
थँक्स शेषाद्री
Hello. Hey, hi.
Hi.
My name is Suraj.
यू आर अ युट्यूबर
So I.
What's your
put out-
channel called?
It's called Suraj Saste. My name only, but I
Suraj?
did a Saste.
सस्ते
Yeah.
गाइस लाइक एंड सब्सक्राइब
Thank you so much.
Listen, I feel, I get it. It's fine.
So I'm not a full-time YouTuber. So what I did is I have my own startup. I'm a member of eCell. I graduated 3 years ago, and that's how I funded my Achievers 25 series.
Okay.
So it was like young kids who were like achieve something like that.
That is so cool because they do something similar with under 25 and they
Okay,
have like
I'll
a mad
get it.
summit every year.
So, just adding one line to his question, जर तुला करायचं असेल तर you can say Marathi mostly say a new channel and you can get 700 subscribers right here.
Start a new channel.
For Marathi,
You're mad or what?
12 कोटी लोक आहेत महाराष्ट्रात.
Start a new. मला हे
all this while you were spending 10 hours on that channel.
Yeah.
Now you create 20. You
Yeah.
3, 4, 4.
Oh my god.
Sorry, so I'll get to the question. So, huge fan of Gary Vee also, along with all the YouTubers.
Gary Vee?
Yeah. And he keeps saying one thing which is common is that to stay relevant, which you've already addressed.
Which is to stay
Relevant.
relevant.
Right? So you've already addressed that point. My question to you is that on all platforms, the kind of content works is different. So Gary, what he says is that the same content which works on YouTube will not work on Instagram, will be different. So I've noticed that your IGTV content is different to your YouTube and all of that. And you also mentioned why, right? So in that process, it's so difficult and exhausting to keep up with each platform, right? And you have to do that because you don't control the platform. It's Google, if they shut down YouTube because it's still in loss, they can. But touch wood, that should not happen. I'm just
Why
saying
would
from
you say that to me?
I'm saying so platform is not in your control, but the process to stay relevant on each platform is so exhausting. How do you address that point?
First of all, Oh. You know, when you're a creator, it's very important to look at platforms not only as a creator, but also as a consumer. For example, I understand that if I'm going to Instagram, I will not be willing to spend an hour there. I won't be on Instagram for an hour. I can't be. Can I do that on YouTube? Yes. I can spend hours watching what's in my bag videos or cat videos, or have you seen this really weird Korean girl who, you know what she does for content? She makes smoothies. You know how? So she'll stand, she'll take a cup of milk, she'll put it on her head. She'll take fruit, she'll put it on her head. She'll do whatever, and then she'll do this, and she'll walk around. She's like, I'm a smoothie. These videos have millions of views, so clearly people have time on YouTube. I understand that. People have slightly more time when they go to Facebook than they do on Instagram, right? So I feel like it's very, very necessary to understand the mindset of your audience by becoming a consumer when it comes to deciding what to put where. IGTV, on the other hand, is something that is a conscious decision. It doesn't come on your feed. कि देखते देखते अबे यार ये 10 मिनट का video. It's not that. You go to IGTV, you decide to watch, spend 10 minutes there, where your audience knows कि ये 10 मिनट का video है, which is why it will work there. But if I put, again, content-wise, my audience on YouTube expects me to put out Real Talk Tuesday videos, Sawal Saturday, or comedy videos. वहाँ पे अगर out of the blue I put up, hey guys, you want to know what's in my bag? They'll be like, no. Is there a joke in there? We'd like that. You know? So I understand that. It's basically just understanding what your audience expects from you from which platform. And it's not difficult. You'll understand very easily. The audience is super frank, very honest. They'll let you know if it's bullshit. They'll let you know if it's great. So yeah. Thanks.
Guys, we'll
Suraj.
take the last couple questions. I think we're out of time.
Hi.
Hi, my name
Oh.
is Tanmay.
Please, can I say first? Thank you.
Let's have a competition then.
Okay, so I'm Prachi.
Tanay, I'm going to come to you, man. Sorry about that.
Okay.
Yes. Hi.
I'm
Tell me your
Prachi.
name.
Hi, Prachi.
Hi, Prachi.
Okay, so my basic question is, did you had a backup plan ready before, going into RJ or something? Because right now my parents are like, you have to do engineering and stuff, and that is my backup plan. So I've just completed my engineering now, and now like I'll be moving towards my ambitions. So
Which are?
Okay, so
She's
I want
scared
to
because
be
because the sir sitting in the first row and he's just like,
Should I tell him?
No, I'm just not well. I'm fine. So, yeah, I want to be a traveler.
Smooth. Very smooth. You want to be a traveler.
Yeah, I want to be a traveler.
I'll tell you what. Please don't look at your education as a backup plan. It's a rite of passage. It has to happen. So many people come up to me and they say, Prajakta, but nobody asks for a 12th standard certificate when you start a YouTube channel. I'm like, but you idiot. Do you know how many experiences and learnings and mistakes you skipped on the way if you don't go through college? So college was never my backup plan. Having a degree wasn't my backup plan. Having a degree was my rite of passage. Ki ye karna hai for the learning, for the experiences, for the mistakes, for the lessons. When I had decided to be a radio jockey, at that time, did I have a backup plan? No. Which is why I fell flat on my face when my show didn't work. Luckily for me, again, like I said, I've been super lucky in the people department that Sudeep met me and he told me about YouTube, and that's how things worked out. But did I have a backup plan? No. I was very arrogant that way. I was like, I'm going to be the best radio jockey this country has ever seen, so I don't need a backup plan. They need a backup. Clearly I did, but no.
we'll take the last question from Tanay.
Let's go to Tanay.
Yes.
Tanmay.
Tanmay.
Okay, so my question was somewhat like that only. I wanted to know what was that spark that made you change your career from radio jockey to an hardcore YouTuber? So what
I didn't
was
start
that?
as a hardcore YouTuber, first of all.
Whatever.
And second of all, it wasn't a spark, it was a reality check. Ki, listen, you're a really bad radio jockey, figure it out.
Okay.
Thanks, Tanmay. Can we take one last question?
Yeah. I have a question.
I'm not going to choose. I'm not going to be the bad person here.
It's already done. The choice has been made. He has a mic now.
Oh, he has a mic.
Hello.
Hi.
Sarthak.
What? Where? एक ही है ना? Huh. Tell me.
Yeah. So
What's
my
your name,
question
man?
is, I'm Sarthak.
Hold the camera. What? Shush! Oh my god. Sarthak?
Goel.
Hi, Sarthak.
Hi. It's nice to meet you.
It's
I'm
very
meeting-
nice to see you.
Yeah.
Can you hold your camera mic slightly closer?
Yeah, of course.
There we go.
So my question is, I tried YouTube. I made a video somehow. Okay. I got it monetized. I got few dollars, but you know, as there are some, like, you need a minimum amount to withdraw the money from YouTube, at least. So, you know, what stopped me after my first video was,
Hold your mic slightly closer.
okay,
There we go.
what stopped me from, like, after I made my first video was people around me. I was too scared to even tell people around me that I have made this video. Just go and watch it, because the perception, like, they'll form about me, what they'll think about me, kind of stopped me. But not the people around. I got around 3.5k views on it, but people around me, I was scared of their opinion.
What were the comments saying?
You know, basically, I used to look very ugly that time. I still do, but you know, and my content, it was very.
Did the comments say that?
I didn't get any comment only.
You had 3.5k views and you didn't get a comment. Did you disable
Yes.
your comments?
No, I didn't.
How is that possible? It's impossible that you didn't get a comment.
No, I didn't, because it was, if you want me to tell you about the video, you know, basically what I did was unboxing of some random digital device that I tried to do.
Is that a video you would like to watch on YouTube yourself?
No,
Then why did you make it?
because that was my first thing. So you need to start
I'll tell you
from
what.
somewhere, I
I'll
feel.
tell you what.
Yes.
First of all, no video is random.
Okay.
अगर ढिंचैक पूजा चल जाती है देश में Hey, all of us creators, we are like, मैंने कहा आँख मार के ले लिए 4 मिलियन यार मैंने कहा हम पागल हैं So no content is random.
Okay.
Second of all, when you're on YouTube, you have to like yourself first before you can get anyone else to like you. If you go to YouTube thinking, hey guys, I'm putting a video up, I know you won't watch it because I am ugly. Nobody's gonna watch it.
Okay.
If you go to YouTube thinking, I'm gonna make this video, but I'm not gonna let anybody know that I make it so they don't make fun of me, nobody's gonna watch it. If you go on YouTube with your inhibitions ki log kya kahenge, nobody's still gonna watch it. First of all, get rid of inhibitions. When you come to a public platform, I get it. I was super nervous. I've always been a performer. I love stage. I love being on stage. I never get the jitters, oh my god, I'm going to go on stage, this is going to be bad. It's never like that. But when I was shooting my first video, I was shooting alone in my room for 4 hours because it suddenly hit me that every person in the world with a phone and an internet connection can watch this, judge this, comment on this, hate on this, love this. That hits you, it's very nerve-wracking. But then if you stop there, then there's nowhere from there. Yeah. Then that's where it ends. If I had stopped there, I wouldn't know that there's a very awkward video of yours on the internet, which I'm going to check out in a while. So first of all, get rid of your inhibitions.
Okay.
They're not going to take you anywhere.
Okay.
Second of all, you have to shamelessly love your content. And not love it to a degree that you do bullshit content and think, I like it, nah, F everyone. No, that's not how it's going to work. You're saying that's a video you would not watch on YouTube. You're saying you looked ugly. You're saying that was a random video. Why on earth would you make it? You know, instead, if it was just you going and saying, hey guys, so I'm a new YouTuber and I am super nervous about starting my new channel. And if you just come and subscribe to me or just show some effort or show some support in the comment section, it'll really help me. You know, that is making a community. That is what will help you to get, you don't have to please people. You have to be yourself so people eventually get to, you can't make anyone like your content. You cannot ever go to people ki subscribe kar, abhi kar. You can't do that. You have to make content that you enjoy doing because that shows on your channel. When people say like, hey, that he's a cool guy, I want to watch more of him. So don't have these inhibitions. And why would you, first of all, whatever, don't call yourself ugly. It's just so self-deprecating for no reason.
Sorry. So yeah.
Don't say sorry to me. Sorry. But yeah, start shamelessly pushing your content. Once the video goes up, start sending broadcast messages. You will get unfriended multiple times. But जब तू बड़ा YouTuber हो जाएगा ना, तब they'll come. Remember, we were friends in school. So that's fine.
Okay, I got my answer. Thank you so much.
What was your name? I forgot your name.
Sarthak.
Sarthak.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you so much, guys. You guys are amazing. Thank you for having me. Love the vibe. Thank you so much, Shreyans.
Thank you. This is awesome.
Can we please have a loud of applause? Round of applause for Shreyans, please. Make sure you guys follow Under 25 on Instagram. They are so cool. First of all, I learn a lot of cool slangs from them. A lot of my content comes from them. They are super amazing. A bunch of boys who are doing great work. Make sure you follow them after you subscribe to Mostly Sane.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, ma'am, for giving us an insight to digital marketing and online content. It was indeed a great enthusiastic session. Hate is not an option, so love until we meet.